The Hockey Club will set up behind their own net. Worked up in. Ooh. Battled for along the boards before it bounces free out to center. Picking it up there, 29 Hartman for Philly Hockey Club. He'll snap it off the stick of Tessa Macchione, the female player for PHC, as Yanni gathers it in at center. Back up to the line, it's off of McGordy. Pressured by Reel, he'll take control. He'll go heavy off the boards into the PHC zone. 20 seconds left on the Kaminsky penalty, as the Penguins have done a good job here late in this power play of keeping Philly out of their end. Philly Hockey Club from Hollydale, New Jersey, the battling Liberty Bells, set up in the Penguin zone as the penalty expires to Kaminsky. It'll be Merlot dislodging the puck to Wu. Wu looking to feather it to Reel. He'll get it there. Nice pass. Reel drives in, crisscrossing with Schub. He'll send a feed to the backside looking for Schub. That's fended off well by Philly Hockey Club and sent back out to center by Barnstead, where it's gathered in by Starr. He'll snap it up to Reel. Reel to Schub. Schub with a tap pass. He was looking for Wu. Picking it up, Willis. And we're back out to center. Philly Hockey Club. We're about 5 minutes in here of a 0-0 game. PHC with a power play early as Wu breaks free, tries for Reel. The rolling puck is intercepted. Wu will follow on with a stick lift. He'll find Reel in front for a one-timer that's kicked out and held. We want to welcome you to the nightcap here from the Lemieux Center in Cranberry Township, Pennsylvania. Remember, if you hear this right now, whether live or on replay, make sure you've logged into your Google account and click the subscribe button for you. Click subscribe below. Penguins control the draw in behind. It's Armstrong. He was looking in front for Filiaggi. Has it taken away, and back comes Philly Hockey Club. Turn back at the Penguins line. Wedged up the wall off of Armstrong's stick. Gathered in by PHC. They'll spin it out to center ice. Back pressure coming from Evans. Dumped in by Philly. All the way to the opposite corner where Wellens is able to be the first one to the puck. Starr will try Evans. It's behind him off the wall. No icing. No icing. It'll be played by PHC's netminder. Puck wedged in front. Evans gets a swipe at it. It is still loose, but the whistle blows. So a scoring chance there by this unit. They had 3 in the first game. 1 from Filiaggi on the Evans pass, 1 from Evans on a Filiaggi pass, and 1 a little solo effort coming fresh off the bench by Evans. As Evans is tackled by Hartman coming up the ice, Kaminsky will defend. Ofteride picks the puck up, stopping and starting. He'll try Armstrong on the half wall. Armstrong has it taken and sent back in behind the Penguins net. Kaminsky will try the opposite side. Battled for there, supported by Filiaggi. It'll be Evans coming down the wall, trying to wedge it further up, knocking a player to the ice. Evans will get control. He finds Filiaggi. Filiaggi attacks. 1-on-2. He'll drive the outside, looking, I don't know where he was looking. He was looking all the way to the corner where he carries it, mishandles the puck, and Philly Hockey Club will take over. We get a whistle and a hook. The hooking call coming up here on Philly Hockey Club. So the Pens are going to head to the power play. Is Chris Filiaggi down in the corner? Was Luca looking at his dad? He was literally staring at the corner as he drove into the offensive zone. Your teammates are on the inside. Here's Paris to take the draw on the power play. Penguins with a power play goal early in the first one off the stick of Shuby. It'll be Kaminsky, Ofterhide up top. Paris, Carter, and Hartman up front for the Penguins as Ofterhide controls. He'll go across the top to Carter. This is the unit that wedges the big defenseman down in the schmozzle, as Army would say. Here's Carter controlling along the wall. He'll stop, fan on a pass, but regather. back to the point for Ofterhide. Bouncing puck back to Carter. Carter drives in, goes heavy off the boards to Paris. He'll pick it up in the corner, peeling off, looking in front for Kaminsky. It's off of a stick and back out to center. Halfway through the man advantage as Ofterhide gets control to Carter, up to Paris. Paris driving in the offensive zone. Onside play as he drives all the way to the corner. To the point for Merlot as the Penguins have changed their defense. In front for Villela. Here's Hartman driving down deep. Rimmed around by Philly Hockey Club. It'll be McGordy. Dangerous up the left wing side where he fires it all the way into the Penguins' end. We picked up 1 subscriber since the last game. That's Weak Sauce. Weak Sauce. Hit the subscribe button, folks. As Philly Hockey Club, unhappy with their coach, tries to hit him with a puck, and we'll get a whistle. That's not the case. That's not true. It is true that we only picked up 1 subscriber, so I know we can do better. If you hear me, hit subscribe. If you aren't logged in, it's your Google account. Log into your Google, the Google. As we are here on City TV without Colby Armstrong, as he is at the Penguins game between the benches. As the shot comes in from Merlot, power play expires. Willis back on the ice. Penguins with it in the corner. It'll be Real peeling it out. In front, he plays it up high. Nice play to Merlot. Now to Villela. Backside feed. It's the backhand to Wu. He'll stop and start along the side of the cage before sending it up high to Merlot. Across for Real. He'll spin off the wall. Backside for Wu. His shot. Screening in front is Schub. Whacking away at it. Kept at the line by Merlot as the Penguins tilt the ice to the right. Penguins going left to right on your cell phone and media center. Here's Shuby in the corner. Peeling up high with it. He'll carry it all the way to the blue line. Backing up is PHC as Merlot sends a puck in front that deflects off of a stick and wide. Philly Hockey Club able to clear it out the center. They're looking for a change as Wu will get there. Penguins need to do the same. They won't. Merlot has it taken away as he's knocked to the ice by Wellens. Villela with a turnover. Here's Philly Hockey Club. Fresh legs to the Penguins' tired ones. Penguins able to dislodge the puck and find Real up the wing. He mishandles. It's a battle in front of the Penguins bench as Philly Hockey Club spins out of it. Pestered from behind by Real. It'll be banked off the boards. Penguins completing a partial line change. Filiaggi will come up the ice, joined by Armstrong. He's knocked up. He has the puck knocked away. Philly Hockey Club will get to it, but we're going to get an interference call. And the Pens are going to head back to the man advantage. So the first penalty went against the Penguins. Here's back-to-back against Philly Hockey Club. And with 5:24 to play, the Penguins will look to get their first advantage. It'll be Filiaggi to lean over the dot. Evans to Starr. Starr to Filiaggi. They'll play catch. Here's Starr. Down low for a streaking Julius. It's just off of his twig. Picked up by Philly. Armstrong falling down behind the cage as Philly Hockey Club's able to clear. It'll be Starr in his own end. Can the Penguins get things set up? No, they're going to try for the home run pass. Off of a PHC player, but it's Yanni back to it. He'll rim it around. Evans reads it well. He'll get to it. Can the Penguins get things set up? They'll go down low to Armstrong. His shot in front. Evans bats it out of midair. And a beautiful save. Hand-eye coordination there from Evans. As the Pens will try again to set things up. Here's Armstrong in. He's got Filiaggi driving the high slot. He'll carry it through the slot himself instead. To the half wall, Filiaggi and Armstrong both hit the deck as it'll come across to Julius. Now Starr. Now Julius. Down low for Armstrong. As he weaves off the wall, tries to wrap it around, it's kicked away. Battled for down low. Evans will come away with it. 18 seconds with the man advantage as he'll find Julius. His shot screaming high and over the cage. Starr will keep it, but only briefly. Here comes Starr with speed, tapping it forward, but Armstrong unable to clear the zone. Penguins will have to regroup at center. Now the Penguins at the end of a long shift. This unit out there for the whole power play as Evans drives in. Carries it wide with speed. All the way to the point for Ofterheit. Penguins need a change here. They need to change in the offensive zone. As Kaminsky shoots one down low, battling for it Armstrong. Tapped away by Filiaggi. Evans uses his body to protect the puck for Filiaggi. It'll come back to Kaminsky. Shot, deflects in front, off of Armstrong. Evans will get there, firing it back in. Rebound by Armstrong. Now Filiaggi sent wide. Armstrong decked, knocked to the ice, loses his stick. Philly Hockey Club's out the other direction. Ofterheit pinching up. It's a potential 2-on-1. It's the back-checking Filiaggi at the end of a long shift with nothing in the tank, able to get back in and make a play. But Philly Hockey Club gets control, carries it right back out in front, and they'll fire it up and over and into the cage. The Penguins' Filiaggi was able to hustle back, make a play, but it looked like they collided. He made it a 2-on-2, disrupted the pass, and Ofterheid collides with the Philly Hockey Club player. He loses the stick, he goes for the twig, and the Philly Hockey player walks right out in front. The changing player coming off the bench, unable to pick him up, and PHC takes a 1-0 lead with 3 minutes left. Here's Hartman in. Shot up and over the cage. Paris will get there. Carter peels off the wall to the middle. Bouncing puck pops free off of Paris, picked up by Carter. Battled for by Philly Hockey Club. It'll be McGordy coming out through center. Pressured by Merlot, so they'll dump it into the Penguins' end. Here's Villela. Over to Carter. Carter up for Paris. That's picked off. Villela banking it behind the cage. It'll be Merlot to the puck. He'll tap it for Hartman. It'll come back to Merlot. He'll go up for the twinkling lights of Paris. It's off of his stick to PHC, who twists with it in the neutral zone and sends it across. Willis will go up the wall. That pass picked off by Carter. He wedges it further. As now the Penguins look for a quick change. Good change there by Brody Carter. Real on the ice with fresh legs. 45-second shift of fury by number 6. Here's Paris twisting in. He's got Hartman and Real with him as he centers one, picked off by PHC. The breakout pass feathered through center to be picked up and carried in. The dump-in attempt turned back the other way by the Penguins before Philly fires it behind the Penguins' net for Starr. Starr tripped up on the play. Paris will follow on. Here's Starzy back to the puck. He'll go indirect off the skates of Real. He'll pick it up again. Starr up the left. He'll switch to the forward roll as Wu jumps on the ice. Wu's got to read that. Stay on D. The Penguins center iceman does read it after a bit. Gets back to the point for a block shot. And Wu's going to win the race back. Able to dislodge it for Julius to pick up, and he'll go behind the Penguins' net to Starr. Starr trying for the home run feed. It's off McGordy, but right to Real. His shot down low, and he beats him. A sneaky wrister from Jack Real as he gets on the board for the weekend. The real deal, Jack Real. Firing one low to the glove hand side, right on the ice, off the wall. Just a tricky shot, looked up, saw some space, went for it, and it was there. A perfectly placed wrister from number 11. As PHC right off the draw is a 3-on-2. They opt for the shot. They had 17 streaking down the outside, opted for the shot, and instead that shot goes wide, and Philly gets control in the Penguin zone before it's picked up by Pittsburgh, but we're going to have a slashing call here on Ofterheid. So the Penguins tied things up by Real, but now they're going to head to the penalty kill. We'll see Merlot and Villela with Filiaggi and Evans on this important PK in the first period. 44 left in the period, so I'm guessing these four should see most of this action, as it'll be Willis setting things up for Philly Hockey Club. He goes to the corner. There's Merlot. Merlot battling 2 Liberty Bells. As a shot comes in, it's off the stick of Villela. Cleared around looking for Filiaggi. It'll be kept in by Yanni. Back in front, booted away by Merlot. Another centering pass. This one picked up by Filiaggi. He and Evans will try to stream up ice. Joined by Villela. Evans crashing the net. A shot comes in. I think Filiaggi was going pass off pads there. Good look, but he was kicked out the other direction to the corner. It's in the corner where on a power play, Philly Hockey Club is pinning the puck against the wall. I have personally never seen that. Philly Hockey Club on a power play just trying to survive the period there. As they pin the puck against the wall, we'll head to the first intermission where the Penguins will gather around head coach Jeff Hannon. He's flanked today by assistants Chris Schub and Dr. Jason Julius. No chats out there today. The chat feed is lame-o. Remember, you can live chat us here in the Cine Oven. As Filiaggi heads off the ice. Filiaggi heads to the locker room after that penalty kill. Hopefully he's okay, probably an equipment issue. And the Penguins still short-handed here. Ofterheide will head to the sin bin. 46 seconds left on the penalty kill. The Penguins need one more player for the Penguins. It'll be Paris. Paris will come out. So it'll be Evans to take the face-off, shorthanded for 46 more seconds. He's flanked by Paris, and on the back end, it'll be Julius and Starzy. Banked into the Penguins zone. Star will be the first one there. Puck possession key here early in the second on the penalty kill. As Evans wedges it up the wall. Can he track it down? It looks like he might. He's got Paris going with him as he loses control into the middle. That's swiped away. And apparently his name is, I'm not sure because somebody just yelled it real loud. I thought it was going to be easy to pronounce. It is not. Overskating the puck in the corner is Star as a cross-ice feed's broken up nicely by Julius. A fanned-on pass picked up by Paris. He'll snap it off to Evans. Evans will ice the puck. As Yanni slow skates it, the ref calls him on it, says no icing. So Philly Hockey Club comes back through center as the power play expires. Here's Armstrong. Armstrong has it knocked away. Here comes Philly Hockey Club back into the Penguins' end. Firing it in behind. Stopping and starting there is Wellens behind the Penguins' net. He's knocked down on the play. Carter will follow on. It's Carter, Hartman, and Armstrong. Penguins without a center on the ice at the moment. A traditional center. Looks like Carter will take that role for this shift as they were coming off of the PK. Here's Hartman tapping it into the offensive end. Filiaggi still in the locker room, I believe. Nope, he might be back on the bench. It looks like he's back on the bench. As Ofterheide will fire it over to Hartman. Hartman up the right wing side. Fended off well by Philly Hockey Club's number 66. I should know the name by now, Berlansky. Berlansky battles along the boards. He's able to wedge it up further. There's the big Armstrong coming down the wing. Able to keep it in. It'll bounce over the stick of Hartman. But Wu trucking down the side, skates right into Hartman. And Hartman takes a whack in the face. That was straight. Oh, I don't know if that was intentional. That was a rough play. Hartman on the ice takes a whack to the face as the bouncing puck at center's controlled by Philly. Willis driving in, defended to the corner by Ofterheide. A centering pass tapped away by Kaminsky. Great stick there As the shot comes in on Clutter, it's blockered to the corner. The Penguins' Wu will win that battle, but his clearing attempt is picked off. Shot comes out front off of Clutter to the corner. A great scoring chance there for Philly here in the second. Tie game as Ofterheide will bank it around looking for the Penguins goal scorer Reel. We've got PHC dominating the chat right now. Sammy Dennis's grandmother, Lisa, laying it out there. Lisa, welcome to Cine TV. Make sure you subscribe below. Able to catch the games out in New Jersey. Familiar with the area. I'm a big fan of Chicky and Pete's there at Rowan. As my brother lives out that way. Big fan of Scotland Run Golf Club as well. Probably about 15 minutes from the rink there in Hollydale. I always get my money's worth when I play golf. Everybody thinks it's low score. I think it's how many strokes you get per dollar. As it's fired out the center by Philly Hockey Club. Knocked away from Filiaggi, and in comes PHC. Defended well by Merlot, who overtakes, gets the puck. He'll rim it all the way around for Evans. Evans to Filiaggi. He picks it up with the one-handed backhander, drives the left-hand side. He has it taken away immediately by Philly Hockey Club. That's Berlansky again, able to bank it up for McGordy. Off of Merlot's stick. Merlot twist away from pressure. Off of the shin pad of Armstrong. He tries to wedge it to Filiaggi. It'll be turned back the other way. Villela to pick it up in the Penguins zone with 11 minutes to play in the second. He's got Evans cutting across the defensive zone before turning up and finding Armstrong. Armstrong to Filiaggi. Filiaggi in the zone by himself. A 1-on-3 here as he tries to drag it around the PHC defender, Dennis, who turns it back the other direction for Philly. All the way to the Penguins' corner. There's Carter. He'll battle along the boards. Julius, supported by Paris, popped up the wall. He couldn't quite get it free to Hartman before it's turned back and dumped in behind the Penguins' cage. Stopping and starting there to avoid the forecheck of Mitch DeShelly, I'm going to go with. As the Penguins streak back the other direction, Carter tries to shoot one. That goes off a shin pad to the corner. Here's Hartman weaving out in front, firing one. Bouncing puck will come to Starr at the point. His shot off a body in front, right to Paris. And the twinkling lights has his shot blocked. Philly Hockey Club will go off the boards out the center where it's gathered in by Julius to Starr. Starr drives the left wing side. Good read by Carter to stay back on that one as Starr fires one off the paraphernalia of the masked man in net for Philly. A centering feed for Paris as he turns and fires one. That's blocked out front by Dennis before being sent in behind. Yanked off of his skates is Hartman. He'll take a shot. Paris follows up. Reel fresh off the bench as Paris tries to drag it through a defender. Reel will come away with it, but it's knocked away from him. Starr with it to Ofterheide. Ofterheide up to Reel. Reel crisscrosses with Wu. Drives in, fires it to Wu. Wu shot outside, kicked away. Reel to the puck. He tries to go to the point to Ofterheide. Ofterheide had retreated on after the first attempt, thinking it was coming back out. The second attempt, he'll regroup at center before the Penguins play the dump and chase. Chasing after it was Wu. It'll come free to Reel. Now Shuby along the wall as Philly Hockey Club's Hartman counterattacks through center before it's lofted in behind the Penguins. And we get a whistle on what is, I believe, an offside play. Looks like Sammy's grandma is actually in Minnesota. In order to get to Minnesota, I need to drink a big soda because it's a long drive from here. We were up there last year, got to see a little bit of the Mall of America. What a facility that was, as well as the home of Prince. one of the greatest artists of all time. I won't make you suffer through me singing Prince. Like, I can get away with a little like Twisted Sister, but when Prince gets up high, I just lose all credibility. As Shuby crashes down the wing. Here's Wu following on to the corner. He's bodied off well as Philly Hockey Club will try to escape the left wing side, and Shub will cut that off and go back to the corner. Wu in behind the net as we battle. Out top, here's Merlot with a shot down low, rebound, kicks free, and it's swiped just away from Austin Wu. A cross ice feed eludes the stick of the streaking Philly forward, Tessa. And the Pens will try to counterattack. Bouncing puck, jumps free. Here's danger as Rio comes in. Defended by Yanni. He'll try to drag it around. Can't pull it around. Armstrong drives the corner. He'll wedge it up the wall to Julius. Julius is shot down low into the paraphernalia and out. Lev Smotkin, the goaltender of record here for Philly Hockey Club, has it stuck in his gear. He'll dig down into the leg pad there and pull the puck out. We also want to say hi to all of our friends in the Great North, as well as preparing to jump between the benches, Colby Armstrong. I know he's streaming live rinkside as warm-ups have concluded at the Pens rink. Here's Evans with a missile that stopped and held. A shot from Julius at the point banked right out to the stick of Evans, who fired one right into the chest for a stop. And Filiaggi at the dot in the attacking zone. Evans will control. Up the wall by Starr, gloved down and out the center by Philly Hockey Club. It'll be Starr. Starr driving in, feeling offensive today. He'll leave it for Filiaggi. His shot blocked. Yanni will pick it up. Filiaggi on the forecheck as it's banked off of the hand and gathered in by Berlansky. He'll send it deeper for Wellens, who wedges it behind the net to Starr. Starr will battle, but Wellens peels off, trying to work it in front. Clutter's got it, and Wellens gets dumped, and the Pens are going to head to a penalty. It'll be Julius for dumping Wellens in front. Clutter takes 2 whacks on the glove, but they're going to get Julius for throwing him to the ice. So the Penguins headed to the sin bin. Rachel Hemmers, the game was about 20 minutes late. There was an injury in the game before, and so we started probably about 10 minutes, 15 minutes after 6 o'clock, and we certainly want to give our best wishes to Cam Ferguson, who was injured in the last game. Unfortunately, he was taken out by ambulance. We don't have a report, but I am trying to get one. He was moving his extremities per reports from lots of other people. So hopefully he is okay, and it was just precautionary as the shot on the power play comes in from the point. Here's Paris, able to wedge it out the center. It'll be icing. And with 1:06 to go on the penalty kill, Philly will have an attacking zone draw. They're going to change their decor. Bal and Dennis off. Yanni and Willis on for Philly Hockey Club. Face-off controlled by Philly. Pressured well by Ofterheide. Bouncing puck to the corner it goes. Ofterheide defends as it pops out top. Yanni spins at the top of the zone. He sends it to Hartman on the half wall. He's pressured immediately by Carter. Carter was able to wedge it further, but a nice play by Willis at the point to keep it in. Philly will set up behind, pulling it around, trying to get it in front of Clutter. A bouncing puck does come to the high slot, where it's cleared away by Paris, who gains center red with speed into the zone. He'll shoot high, short side, blockered away. That was tapered for the corner. Great save by Schmotkin. And we get a whistle as Clutter is at the other end. He's got a pad loose. He's got a pad loose. He's having a yard sale. He's got a pad off, a blocker off, the glove off, the helmet off, the stick down. I believe he wants $308 for the right pad and $11.50 for the catcher. They're going to say they have to switch netminders here, so Hanner's going to have to come in. Clutter's got a pad issue. I don't know who's here with Hureston. He's going to need a pad change. I expect to see Tony Floyd, streaking across the ice here. Julius has the pad on the bench. We've got the pad drama as the Penguins win the draw. 20 seconds left on the penalty kill. Up through center, swiped away from McGordy to the corner. Merlot will win the race to the puck. Overskates it a bit. Puck rolls in on Hanner. Penguins with a cold goalie off the bench. Banked up the boards, taken by Wu. Out comes Julius. And the penalty over. Yanni will get control. He goes up for McGordy. Penguins changing at the bench there. Dangerous play as the door was wide open there. Here's Valella with the puck. He'll leave it for Merlot. Merlot to Reel. Yanni will take it from him and bank it back up to the Penguin line. There's Wu tossing it back to Yanni at the point. Puck off the shin pad of Valella. It'll be an offside play. Crashing down at the Penguins bench is Valella. He appears to be potentially injured. We'll keep an eye on that. The pad drama as Dr. Julius runs around to Mama Clutter. We've got to be careful. Dr. Julius running. Let to check his watch to make sure if that counted as exercise. As a breakout pass by Dalton, Julius is picked off and sent screeching just wide of Hanner. Duan with the shot. A bouncing puck comes all the way in past Hanner to the corner. The Penguins have Filiaggi and Starr run into each other. Filiaggi right up the backside of the Penguin defender. It'll end up in the corner. Filiaggi will dislodge it to Armstrong. Armstrong, a centering pass behind Evans, but he'll delay and he'll find Filiaggi. Evans, we saw it earlier. Evans finds Filiaggi, who goes full Selly. He's got to go find the kid who passed the puck there. What a feed from Evans as Filiaggi sprung on yet another breakaway off the stick of 43. He goes 5-hole to give the Penguins the lead. It'll be Paris at the dot. Penguins take their first lead of the game. They trailed 1-0. They now lead 2-1. 10-11 with goals. Paris comes away with it. Feed it in front for Shub. He twists towards the cage. It'll be banked up to the boards for Julius. Julius to the corner for Shuby. Shuby reaching in for it. Can't get control. Spinning behind is Willis for Philly Hockey Club. He goes to Hartman up the outside. Pressured from Shub. Yanked down is Carter. The puck will come free to Paris. Arm raised. Penz will head to a delayed penalty. A delayed power play as Julius crashes down the wall. It's gathered by Philly Hockey Club. We get a whistle and a stop in play. We've got the squish tender here. The squish tender, you want to say hi to all of Swirly Nation?
Hi.
That was eloquent. No games this weekend, huh?
Nope.
How's your team doing?
Great.
How great?
Very great.
Very great. See, we got a two-word answer. I knew I could get a two-word answer. the squish tender, the 2011 netminder. As here comes PHC, it's a 2-on-1. Streaking in, Ofterhide defends, goes with the back post slide. A perfect defensive play there by the Penguins D-man Ofterhide. Forces the shot wide, and up comes the Penguins. It'll be Paris able to gain center to Carter. Carter to Shoup. Shoup's got Paris. He tries for him, and a great stick on the interception there by Mitchelli. I can't. CJ. We're going to call him CJ because the last name's got like 14 extra letters in it that probably aren't necessary. Ofterhide drives down the center. His wrist shot is gloved by Schmutkin. We've got Clutter coming back on the ice with 2:28 to play. He'll swap out with Hanner. The pad seems to be fixed. I think I'm hearing 3 lug nuts put in Preston Clutter's right pad. 3 lug nuts to keep that on as Merlot plays it over to Reel. Penguins with a man advantage. Reel in front. Nice feed, just swiped away from Villela. Kept at the point by Merlot. He tries to go deep to Hartman. Merlot swats it out of the air. Hartman will touch the puck. It's going to come the whole way out of the zone. As the hand pass will move the puck just outside the PHC zone. 30 seconds left on the man advantage as Philly Hockey Club gains control. Philly Hockey Club down the left. Defended well by Wu, picked up by Merlot. Tick-tock goes the power play, though, for the Penguins. Leading by a goal. Here's Villela with the puck. Up to Wu. Wu into the middle. Wu dancing. Here's Reel breaking free. He'll get Merlot. Merlot shot down low, booted out. Reel to it. Centering pass off of Hartman. Swatted at. He's knocked to the ice. Out comes Philly Hockey Club. Icing the call on the boys in black. 1:12 to play here. Here'll be Filiaggi. Up for Armstrong. He taps it by Evans with the puck pressure. Forces it wide. Armstrong will follow on. Here's Evans driving in. Cuts to the middle and fires a missile up off the bar. Great individual effort as Armstrong hits it with a high stick. PHC touches it. We're good to go. Here's Filiaggi driving out of the corner. Good job by Armstrong not to play that puck, but to keep good body position, and the Penguins possess in the Philly zone. Puck off of Evans' stick. It'll be Powell carrying it through center. The PHC defenseman will play dump and chase. Driving in after it, Duhan. Up the wall by Penguins, picked off by Philly. Popped past Julius. They'll drive out front. Clutter with a save off the twig. Here comes Starr. I told you he's feeling offensive. If you smell his hockey bag, he smells offensive too, as he fires one low off of a skate. Picked up by Ofterhide, who fires one at the net. As the horn sounds, we are going to head to the second intermission, and I'm going to jump away for a moment. All right, as you can see, we are back live here for third period action. We'll switch sides. We'll throw 15 minutes on the clock, and we'll settle this 2-1 game here on the ice. As Ofterhide forces things wide, it's Hartman driving in for Philly. Passing it off to Kaminsky. Now Paris up top. Puck just eluding the stick of Carter. And the Pens will get it out to center. Penguins holding on to a 2-1 lead as Paris drives in. Working hit a high short side shot that misses the cage. Picked up by Philly Hockey Club and carried out through center in the wickets of Merlot before he turns it back the other way for Hartman. Hartman to the middle. He'll go for a change as the Penguins deploy the Wu, Reel, and Schub line. Reel finding Schub through center, crisscrossing back in front. One-timer by Reel, just misses on the blocker side. Falling to the ice in the corner, Wu, and Philly will ice the puck here that was a foot away from the red line. I'm without color commentator, so I just turned to look at somebody so they could agree with me. He's not here. But trust me, it was like a foot away. Guys, I wish you could see the setup up here. We got Nick Paris with iPads. He's got a little button pushy thing called a stream back. A stream deck. It's absolute mayhem. We have 37 screens up here from the Lemieux Center's a shot deflects in and is chipped just out of the crease by the Philly defense. Battled along the boards here. Shuby picking things up, cutting into the middle. Driving towards the zone, he'll turn back the other way where the Pens D will go D to D and try the opposite side. Want to give a shout out to the Pitt Panthers, a 19-9 in what was not the cleanest or nicest game in history. 19-9 victories over Syracuse, beating the Orange. They pretty much own the Orange. Like the whole color orange belongs to the University of Pittsburgh. As I think they've beaten them like 380 out of the last 382 times. It'll be Starzy at center ice. Weaving through and dumping it to the corner. A dump and chase. Wu kind of delayed, a bit of a dump and delay there as Schub will get control. He toe drags at the blue line. It's swiped away by Philly Hockey Club and McGordy sends it up to center. Banking a puck in, a potential 2-on-1 developing here. Short side shot off the center cage behind Clutter. Crashing it out in front is a Philly player who lost one over the backhand. Penguins lost all track of who was on the ice and left two Philly players wide open in front. Toe drags at the blue line. Julius has it chipped past him. Reel on the back check. Ends up kind of swooping out behind, losing his man. Reel went for a skate up the wall as his man cut back to the middle. He's the wide open player in front for the backhander, and we have a tie game. Here's Evans with it off the draw. He'll bank it off the boards for Armstrong. Armstrong into the offensive zone with power to the corner. He's bodied to the corner where Filiaggi will take over. Pens need to get one back. Shift after a goal is huge as Filiaggi and Evans crisscross. Filiaggi will shoot one right into the shin pad of a Philly player. Carrying it up through center, picked off by Ofterhide. They'll battle in front of the Philly bench. Evans bats it out of the wall, out of the air again. And then uses body position to get control. Nice job there by 43. He wedged it up to Filiaggi as it turned back the other way. Here comes Ofterhide. In front, Evans will skate into it. Carries it to the backhand, leaves it for Ofty. He's back in front for Evans. He fires it in front for two shots from Filiaggi, both kept out. Offensive zone draw for the Penguins. 11:13 to play here in period number 3. A tie game. Philly Hockey Club coming back. The Penguins just lost all coverage in the defensive zone and left the player wide in front. as Merlot sends it off the glove of Hartman. Will get a hand pass. We got Bobby Starr working the camera here today as Mr. Merlot listening and streaming live from a wedding. We, of course, have Nick Parrish running the production truck, and it is a full-on truck at this point in time. And yourself, Jeremy Evans, on the play-by-play. I'm also going to claim color commentary for this one. I think I've been pretty entertaining. As a shot comes in on Clutter, 1, 2, 3. As it's pinned against the net, Clutter has it underneath him as he plays left foot green in the crease to keep the puck out. Goaltender twister. Face off controlled by Philly Hockey Club. To the corner. Wu will battle, wedging it further for Julius. Wu swoops in and takes control. Here's Reel with speed. Galloping through center to the outside. He'll carry all the way to the area behind the net and the opposite corner where he leaves it in behind for Shuby. Shuby tapping it off the wall to Julius, crashing down. He has it swatted away and cleared. It'll be Starr at center. Starr looks up, finds Wu. It's kind of in his feet. He'll gather it, but not until he's behind the Penguins' net. Banked off the boards. Dangerous pass there. It's picked off by Philly Hockey Club. Starr will get control in the Penguins zone, though, and we'll try this again. It'll go up off the wall for Reel. He's got Shub and Wu with him. Firing it cross ice for Shuby, a bouncing puck to the corner. Shuby gets control. Off the wall to Kaminsky. Kaminsky fresh off the bench. Finds Shuby. Shuby hooked up a bit from behind, kind of skates right into the defender. Wu gets a stick to the chops. Penguins called for that earlier. As it'll come free to Reel, who tries the front of the net. Shuby battling, he finds Wu. And Wu pulls it around and tucks it in. Just tap it in. The Wu. Tang. Kalan pulling it all the way across for a backhand tapping. And the Penguins have jumped back out in front by a goal. Filiaggi to the dot. Huge shift after a goal. Penguins have taken the lead with 9:18 to play. Kaminsky misses Armstrong up the right-hand side. Armstrong stays in the battle, comes off his glove right to Evans. His shot screams just over the cage. Evans darts in to disrupt a breakout. Now Filiaggi with pressure. It'll pop to Ofterheide. Ofterheide chips it down the wall. Here's Armstrong with the pressure. Filiaggi will peel off the wall. In front for Evans with a shot down low, kicked away. He tried the same spot Reel found earlier. This time, Schmotkin there to send it back the other way. Armstrong crashing down the wall to keep it in. A bit of a toe drag to the area behind the net where he finds Filiaggi. Filiaggi working. He'll go to the point to Ofterheide. Ofterheide has it taken away and it's a breakaway. Philly Hockey Club. Ofterheide misplays the puck. Here comes PHC and it's off the top of the crossbar. Penguins getting away with one there as Villela over to Evans. Evans with a tap pass to Filiaggi, wasn't ready for it. It'll be Armstrong instead, up the right wing side. Penguins looking for a line change as they get it deep. Back comes PHC. Merlot forcing McGordy to the outside. He'll fire it behind Clutter. Picked up on the opposite wall. Banked back to the corners. Philly Hockey Club goes to work. So a good shift after the Penguins goal by 10, 43, and 20. But Philly right back in the Penguins' end where they lose track of CJ in front, who sends one screeching through the crease. Carter able to get back out the center where he forces a turnover to Parrish. Parrish trying to play it across to Hartman. It goes off of his stick. Hartman will track it all the way to the corner. Parrish in support, able to peel away. comes back into the middle. He's knocked down on the play. Real fresh on the ice, has it bounce off of him, but back comes Philly Hockey Club. Powell up the wing, firing one wide to the glove hand side of Clutter. It'll work as a breakout for Hartman. Hartman skating into it at center. Into the offensive zone, flies 14 in black, leaving it for Real. As Hartman falls on the play, it'll be played back to Julius for a shot off of Yanni that ends up just trickling wide of the net. Starr keeps at the line. Parrish follows on in support. It'll be wedged back out to center off of Starzy, picked up by Shoup. The Shuby flip to Real. Real down the right. Yanni defends well. Able to keep him to the outside. Now Shoup will switch with Real. Real's pass to the point. He fans on it, and back comes PHC. Carrying out through center. Around Julius. Losing control. Nice stick there by the Penguins defenseman to disrupt that play, as it's ultimately fired back out to center and controlled by Philly Hockey Club's Willis. He finds Yanni. Yanni up the wall to Berlansky, who sends it in behind the Penguins net. Multiple players crash into each other, including Wellens, who's on the ice. Penguins come back out through center. Here's Shoup. Shoup will wind. He'll fire one that off of the stick of Yanni will end up behind the net. Wu in on the pressure. It avoids him, back out the center for Ofterheide. Now to Wu. Wu taps it to the outside. Here's Kaminsky. Kaminsky twisting with it. Up for Wu. Wu's got Evans. Does he find him? I think he tried to on the backhand, but it was deflected well by the Philly defense. Armstrong in after it in the corner as Wu looks to change for Pittsburgh. Not the fastest change. He was in at the end of a long shift. As Philly comes on, here's Filiaggi like a dart off the bench. Gets control, fires into the offensive zone. Cuts to the middle, tries the backhand, and it's wide. Battling is Armstrong. Firing it in front, missing Filiaggi, finding Villela, whose shot goes off of a shinny. Back comes Philly Hockey Club, it's Hartman. Cutting to the inside, firing one high and over the net. He was joined on the rush by Perry Perea. Here's Evans, finding Filiaggi, and he sends a backhander wide. Another waiter play as he's serving up dishes by Evans. Here's Filiaggi behind the net. To the half wall for Hartman. Hartman possesses to the top of the zone. It'll come free to Evans. He taps it across. Here's Filiaggi with space. He'll stop and kind of pause there. Off the back of the wall, out in front for a short side shot by Evans. Filiaggi will get there. Bouncing puck. Filiaggi, more disruption. It'll be Evans to the corner. Back in front for Filiaggi off a skate. Filiaggi to the wall, back to Merlot. Merlot shot in front, chopping at it. Evans will fire the rebound just wide. Rimmed around to Villela, who keeps it at the blue line. Dumping it in. Here's Hartman. Penguins getting a change while in the offensive zone. This could be gigantic. Hartman will rim it around behind. Paris and Carter, fresh legs as Philly has to be exhausted at this point in time. Here's Paris with it. Twisting in the corner. Penguins have 5 new flightless birds on the ice. Banked off the wall, kept at the point by Starzy, whose slappers blocked and finally cleared. Hartman able to clear it for Philly Hockey Club as they get 4 fresh bodies. Hartman in for the Penguins. Hartman and Hartman. The law firm of, as Carter gets control in the corner. He's leaned on. He'll possess to the wall. 3:25 to play as he pops it further for Paris. That was banked high off the glass. Here's Hartman out top. Down low off the stick of Paris, wedged back out the center. Past Starzy where he'll pick it up in the Penguins' end. Big Jake Starr up for Hartman. Turned back by PHC. Julius will try now. He's got Real. Real buzzing up the left wing side. Penguins complete another change. 3 minutes to play here in the third as Real begins the Jack Real 500 as he goes the whole way around the zone. Dishes it to Ofterheide, whose shot's deflected just wide. And actually, I think it went in on net by Shuby, but a better save. Here's Kaminsky along the wall, pressured by Philly Hockey Club. Does a great job to poke the puck by, and Real comes up the right. Great defensive play there by 88 in black. Here's Wu behind. Up to the point for Ofty. Ofty catches it, winds up, finds Wu in the corner. His shot off the side of the netminder. And the RZA, the Jizza, the Ghostface Killer, Austin Wu has back-to-back snipe. 2-goal lead when it was needed most. 2:16 to play here in the third period. And the Wu are Wu serious. The Penguins have a 2-goal lead. Philly wins the draw. They'll drive the Penguins end, dumping it in behind. Back to get it, Kaminsky. He had a great defensive play on that shift that ended up in the back of the net. Don't forget that play. He was under pressure from 2 Philly players and was able to dislodge the puck up to Shub. Here's Reel hanging out at the blue line, looking to challenge Philly. He'll cycle back this time. He was 1-on-3. Now he's joined by 2 line mates as he crashes in. Drives wide to the outside, shot off the side of the net. Picked up by Philly Hockey Club as Powell brings it all the way end to end of the Penguins and all the way to the corner where he's pressured by Villela. It'll be taken away by Merlot. Merlot for Shub, not once but twice. He's able to back tap it to Filiaggi. So Filiaggi in on the forecheck pressure as the Penguins change. Hartman at center, able to dump it all the way in behind Clutter. He tries to set it up, doesn't. Throws off Villela a bit, but he'll wedge it up the wall off a defender. Here comes Filiaggi. He goes indirect off the wall to Evans. Evans has Armstrong with him. Looks, fires it into the middle. Armstrong to the backhand for a filthy backhander. A tic-tac-toe tappy on the backhand as Evans, the Penguins waiter, able to find Armstrong. Armstrong able to pull it forehand to backhand and blast one by the glove hand side to make it a 3-goal Penguin lead. Here's Starzy to the corner. Banked off the boards for Evans. He kind of puts the stick between the wickets trying to get it to Filiaggi. Turns back the other way. Starr hits a Philly player as Evans will get control. Evans driving up the left wing side again. This time Filiaggi center drives. He'll find Armstrong again. He'll pull it to the corner for Filiaggi. He's got Evans driving the net. Opts to carry it behind. He'll run into Armstrong. As a bouncing puck comes out to center, here's Starr. Starr down the wall. Up for, it'll come back to him at the point. He finds Filiaggi. He cuts to the middle. We're going to see another shot there. That one short side from Filiaggi. As time will tick away, they're going to end this one. It'll be the Penguins 5, Philly Hockey Club 0. So the Penguins putting up 5 in each game. As we will bring you more hockey action 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. 8 a.m., right? Yep. So get an extra hour of sleep tonight. Or for those of you at the pub, perhaps an hour of an extra brewski. The Penguins 2-0 here through the weekend thus far. They're looking to make it a series sweep tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. Join us then on Cine TV. Again, cameraman Bobby Starr, producer Nick Paris, play-by-play and color by Jeremy Evans. Thanks for joining us, and join us again tomorrow for another exciting matchup between the Penguins